One more time with me. Don't fail. Ask Mikhail. So the other day we worked on unit circle and how you write the angles in degree and radian. Today we're going to fill in the entire unit circle, sine, cosine, and all the trigs of 30, 60, and 45. However, let me share the screen. Before we do that, I want you guys to memorize 7 things. How many things? Only 7. Solamente siete. I'm practicing my Spanish. Sometimes I'm good at it. So, what are the 7 things that I want you guys to memorize before we start unit circle? Number 1, every pair here is made of cosine and sine. No more x and y. The coordinate pair is now cosine and sine. So everything here is cosine, sine, cosine, sine, cosine, sine, all of them. Number 2, we have 2 couples. 2 couples holding hands. The O's go together. What are they? Number 1, 1 and 0 always together. 0, 1, 1, 0, the O's together. Number 2, radical 3 over 2 and 1/2. Whenever you write 1/2, the other one has to be radical 3 over 2. All right? Okay, what are the others for Mikhail? Number 4, number 5, number 6. I want you guys to memorize 3 sine, S-I-N, not S-I-G-N, S-I-N, sine. You need to know sine, 30, sine, 0, sine, 45. Sine 30 is half. 0 equals 0. Always when you put the 0, they got together. 0 equals 0, sine 0, 0. Sine 45 is radical 2 over 2. Lastly, the 4th quadrant, everything is positive, negative, negative. The negative here is the x, or very much cosine. Remember, cosine is written first. And the negative is a sine, the positive is cosine. Now, let's fill in the angles. We all know the angles are, from the previous lesson, we know the angles here are 30, 45, 60, 90, 120, 150. Sorry, that is 125, 135, 150, 180. We know this from the previous lesson. That's why I'm doing a little quicker. 221, 0, 225, 240, 270, 300, 330. I'm sorry, 315 here, 330, and 360. Now, I told you another way to memorize these angles in radian. If you remember, I said you always divide by 3. Like 3 divided by 3, it gives you 1. So that's 1 pi over 6. 4, only the multiple of 30. The multiple of 30 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3 by 30. That will give you 2. That will be, it's 2 pi over 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 over 6. That will be pi over 3. How about 9? Divide 9 by 3. Give you 3. 3 over 6 is pi over 2. It's 1/2. Pi over 2. How about 120? Divide the 12 by 3. What do you got? 4. That's 4 over 6. What is 6? Which is 2 over 3. When you simplify, 4 over 6. How about, I'm doing only the one multiple of 30. 150. That is 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. That will be 5 pi over 6. Now, seriously hearing me here. 180, 18 divided by 6 give you, I'm sorry, 18 divided by 3 give you 6. 6 over 6 is pi. 21 divided by 6, well, keep saying 6. 21 divided by 3 is 7. You put it under the 6, so it will be 7 pi over 6. 240 divided by 3 give you 8. 8 over 6. Everything is over 6, over 6. But we simplify. So 240 divided by 6 8 over 6, which is 4 pi over 3. 27 divided by 3 give you 9. 9 over 3, which is 3 over 2. 3 pi over 2. 300 divided 30 by 3 give you 10. That's 10 over 6, which is 5 over 3. 33 divided by 3 give you 11. That's 11 over 6. And the 36 divided by 3 give you 12. 12 over 6 is 2 pi. Ready? Now let's apply these 7 rules in unit circle. You remember these 7 rules? Cosine, sine, 1, 0 together, and all this, okay? Sine 0, sine 30 is half. Sine 0 is half, meaning the following. That's cosine sine. If I say sine 30 is half, and here is 30, cosine sine, sine 30 is half, so this will be half. I also told you that 1/2 goes with radical 3 over 2. So if this is 1/2, that means this is radical 3 over 2. You should know that 60 and 30 are opposite. So you flip. So 1/2 will be here. Radical 3 over 2 will be here. Now let's talk about second quadrant. All has to do with the reference angle. What is the reference angle of 60? That is 60. The angle here is the reference 60 is 120. So 120 had a reference of 60. 240 had a reference of 60. And 300 had a reference of 60. So these angles had the same reference, which is 60. I'm going to copy all of them. So 60, 1/2, radical 3 over 2. 1/2, radical 3 over 2. 1/2, radical 3 over 2. What else? How about the 30? 30 is here. Which angle here had a reference of 30? The 150. And remember, the bow tie is the same as 210, same as 330. These 4 angles have the reference of 30. 30, 30, 30, 30. So we copy. That will be radical 3 over 2.5. All of them. Radical 3 over 2.5. Radical 3 over 2.5. Talking about the 45 degrees is easy because this isosceles triangle, sine and cosine are the same. So everything of these is radical 2 over 2. Radical 2 over 2, 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 radical 2 over 2. All right. Now, the last thing, or one before the last thing we'll do is applying the sign, S-I-G-N, of this fourth quadrant. Positive, positive, negative, negative. That means every angle in the third quadrant has to be negative. So all these have to be negative. These are negative. What else? The cosine is negative in a second. So I'm going to come to the second. The cosine is negative. Negative, cosine, negative. And here, the sine is the negative. The sine is negative. Remember, the horizontal axis is the sine. So this one, negative, negative, negative for the sine, S-I-N. Now, Mikhail, you missed the 360, 90, 180. Not yet. You got to come to the part where 1 and 0 go together and sine 0, 0. So let's come here. That is 0. Sine 0, 0. So this is 0. So this has to be bar 1. So remember, in geometry, when you rotate 90 degrees, you flip. So 0, 1, that would be 1, 0. 1 is here and 0 here. You flip the two numbers. Also in geometry, when you reflect 180 degrees, you change the signs. So 0, 1, so this is going to be negative 1 and 0. 0 and 1, you also change the sign. This is going to be 0, negative 1. So what we have here in front of us is the entire unit circle of how you draw it and how you memorize it. Next lesson we'll talk about is going to be how you apply this unit circle, finding tangent, secant, cosecant, the reciprocal of the three trigs using the unit circle. I hope you guys understand this lesson, or at least make it easy for you. Anytime you had a problem with unit circle, guess what? Go back to this one, to this video. Love you guys all. And don't forget, what? Don't fail, ask Mikhail. You guys have a great day, everybody. Take care.